When we think of mind control, we usually picture stuff straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But for the CIA during the Cold War, it was a very real and frankly a terrifying goal. This is the story of how that quest led to some truly disturbing secret experiments on unsuspecting citizens. Let's get right into it.
So how did they get people for these experiments? It all kicked off with a simple notice posted on a military board. Volunteers wanted to help find a cure for the common cold. It sounds so innocent, almost noble, but this sign, it was a complete lie, a lure, drawing unsuspecting soldiers into an absolute nightmare.
And our story starts with one of those experiments, one that was built on a really chilling deception. Okay, so let's set the scene. We're at Porton Down, a very secretive UK military base, and the year is 1953. A young serviceman named Ken Earl sees that notice about the common cold, and he volunteers. He thought he was doing his part, helping with medical research. He had no idea he was about to step onto a Cold War battlefield. Ken and 5 other guys are led into this small, cramped room. They're handed respirators and given a stark warning. Whatever you do, do not take these off. The door seals shut behind them. And it's only then that the horrifying realization hits Ken. He's been locked inside a gas chamber. Then a technician comes around with a little vial and a pipette. He goes to each man and he carefully, so carefully, drips a clear liquid onto a patch that's been taped to their forearms. Exactly 20 drops. It seems so precise, so clinical. But the real question is, what was in that vial? That clear liquid was sarin, one of the most lethal nerve agents ever created. This wasn't a test for the common cold, not even close. It was a test to see just how quickly a deadly poison could be absorbed through human skin. The effects were almost immediate. Ken Earl said he became incredibly claustrophobic, started sweating profusely, and felt like he just couldn't breathe. His own words really captured the pure, raw terror of that moment, a feeling that would give him nightmares for the rest of his life. The deception was just total. On one hand, you have the official story, common cold research, and on the other, hidden away in the official paperwork, was the grim reality, a mission to determine the lethal dose of sarin on a human being. They were literally testing how much it took to kill someone. So this begs a massive question. Why? Why would governments conduct such terrifying experiments? Well, the answer wasn't really about chemical weapons at all. It was about controlling the human mind. The real reason lies in the deep paranoia of the Cold War. See, after the Korean War, all this disturbing intelligence started trickling back to Washington about American POWs being brainwashed by their captors. This sparked immense fear and kicked off a frantic, secret race to understand and weaponize mind control. And this was the ultimate goal, the holy grail, to create a real-life Manchurian candidate. We're talking about an individual who could be programmed to be an assassin, carry out a mission, and then have absolutely zero memory of what they'd done. An undetectable, living weapon. Now, to create this perfect agent, the CIA was facing 2 fundamental problems. First, how do you completely erase a person's existing mind and memories? And second, how do you then implant a whole new personality? The CIA's search for a solution to these problems, it led them to a respected psychiatrist who claimed he could actually do the impossible. So over in Montreal, a man named Dr. Ewan Cameron began applying his own radical theories. But he wasn't using military volunteers. He was using his own unsuspecting patients, people who had come to him for help with things like anxiety or depression, all under the guise of normal therapy. Cameron's method was a systematic 3-part process designed to literally tear down a human personality and then rebuild it from nothing.
His method had 3 chilling steps. First up, de-patterning. This involved using massive electroshocks way beyond any therapeutic level to basically blast away existing memories. Step 2, psychic driving. Patients were forced to listen to taped messages looped over and over for weeks on end, an inescapable form of audio torture. And finally, memory erasure, where he'd put patients into a drug-induced coma for over a month, trying to wipe the slate completely clean.
Let's be crystal clear about what this was. As one source put it perfectly, now, that's not any kind of therapy. That's a brainwashing experiment. This had absolutely nothing to do with healing. It was designed to break a person, completely and utterly. You know, it's really easy to hear these stories and just dismiss them as something out of a spy thriller, right? But this wasn't fiction. From Ken Earl suffering in that gas chamber to the patients in Dr. Cameron's clinic, these were real experiments on real people who were given no choice, who had no idea what was happening to them. This was the true cost of the quest for mind control. And all of this leaves us with a deeply unsettling question, one that really echoes to this day. In the name of protecting a nation, how far is too far? What is the line between national security and the fundamental rights of a human being?